Civil society organization, the Black Sash, says it is appalled by the postponement in the tabling of the 2025 national budget. The date is now the 12th of March, saying it's the poor that will be the most affected. Our business reporter, Ntokozo Khumalo, is live for us from Newlands in Cape Town. And Ntokozo, we saw you yesterday with unions and civil society organizations on the streets of Cape Town near the parliamentary precinct, sharing their concerns, and they'd also provided an alternative budget. Now that this budget is delayed, what are they saying about what should happen next?
Absolutely, Emmanuel. They've had a busy 3 days because those demonstrations really taking place before we were set to have the budget delivered on Wednesday. And really that the tone from all those organizations and unions that I did engage with over the 2 days, one of disappointment. And I am with Black Sash's Thandi Haneken here for a little bit more detail. And thank you for coming out of your Strat meeting this morning for this conversation. Very strong words that the organization used, saying appalled and that it would affect the poor the most. Why do you stand on that position?
Well, good morning, Ntokozo, and thank you so much for having us. I think as Black Sash, it's safe to say that we are both shocked and deeply concerned. You know, this is unprecedented. We have not had a postponement of the budget speech, at least in the last 30 years. And also, this is the first budget for GNU. And the fact that it was postponed and delayed is not a good sign. The implications and knock-on effect on the most vulnerable is still to be seen.
And now you did, hand over that memorandum and offer an alternative budget. And I did pose that question to the minister, that is this then an opportunity for them to engage with the organization, perhaps help our viewers understand how exactly the working class and the poor will be affected by this delay, and what now until the 12th of March?
Well, it's multifaceted, Ntokozo. I think, immediately the knock-on effect of the delay has a knock-on effect, like you said, on the consultation and negotiation and discussions around the budget, and will have immediate impact on public services, which of course we all rely on, but more particularly those who are more vulnerable. Again, it's unprecedented, and so we're not sure what this knock-on effect will actually look like on the ground, but are very concerned to see how that will materialize.
And now in your alternative budget that you did present to National Treasury yesterday, as well as from the demonstrations on Tuesday, just remind us on what you think the budget should be looking at to really speak to the working class and poor and become a more people's budget.
I think, primarily in our first point that I'd like to discuss is just what has been proposed and put on the table, particularly the VAT increase. As Black Sash, we are opposed to that because it'll impact majority of people residing in South Africa who are already struggling to make ends meet. So we are looking at a budget that will create more opportunity for our more vulnerable, which will allow more independence and autonomy for our more vulnerable, and allow people to become more active as citizens in this country.
Well, Thandi, thank you so much for those insights. Of course, Thandi Haneken is with the Black Sash organization, a civil society organization across the country that really played a pivotal role in some of the action and the mass marches that we saw in the days leading to then the budget that was meant to be delivered or tabled on Wednesday. And Iman, some of those stories that we did hear, because people would come up to us and tell us about their challenges, a mother who lost her children because she could not take care of him due to not having access to electricity and water, and even that 350 grants not going far enough. So just some of the challenges that the organization are saying that the finance minister should have considered when tabling that budget, as opposed to then that 2 percentage points increase that we saw leaked from the budgets that would have seen then VAT go up to 17%. From here, Iman, I'll be heading out to Athlone to hear from some of those those working class people, average South Africans, on how they are reacting to this delay and how they think it would affect their livelihoods. Iman, already struggling with high cost of living issues, not enough income coming into those homes. So those are the things that they were hoping the Finance Minister Ntokozo Khumalo would be able to then engage with them. But we did hear from him when I asked that question in the media briefing yesterday on whether this gives them the opportunity to perhaps consider what was put on the table. But he said he can't possibly engage with all civil society organizations and unions. But I'll have a little bit more on those reactions later on this morning, Iman.